My phone addiction killed my little brother 10 years ago. I still can't forgive myself. When I was 15, I was on a camping trip with my family. My little brother, who was 10 at the time, was playing near the river. I was supposed to be watching him, but I got distracted by my phone. I looked up and saw him struggling in the water. I panicked and froze. I didn't know what to do. By the time I snapped out of it and ran to the river, it was too late. He was gone. I remember the look on my parents' faces when I told them what happened. They were devastated. They lost their son, and it was my fault. I remember the funeral. I remember the guilt. I remember the pain. I remember the nightmares. I remember the therapy sessions. I remember the medication. I remember the self-harm. I remember the suicide attempts. I remember the hospitalizations. I remember the isolation. I remember the loneliness. I remember the regret. I remember the shame. I remember the anger. I remember the sadness. I remember the loss. I remember everything. It's been 10 years since that day. I'm 25 now. I have a job, a girlfriend, and a life. But I still think about him every day. I still see his face in my dreams. I still hear his voice in my head. I still feel his presence in my heart. I still miss him. I still love him. I still wish I could go back and save him. I still wish I could trade places with him. I still wish I could tell him I'm sorry.